What's up, guys? Today we're going to be playing some Caves of Cud. Figured I'd go ahead and start playing this game because it's probably one of my favorite games. Uh, I'm going to start off with probably my least favorite build. It's an Esper build, but honestly, out of all the builds that have been created so far, it's probably the strongest. There's a lot of ways to start off, but basically, you do this right here, and you increase your ego all the way up. And then you get your willpower to a decent stat, and your intelligence to a decent stat, and your toughness to a decent stat. You don't have to worry about agility or strength because you don't ever use them hardly. And you're going to want to take Esper, so you only get mental mutations. And then you're going to go and find a couple that you want. A couple that are pretty popular, like light manipulation and, let's see here. I'm going to pick up just for fun, more than anything, beguiling. And we will go for force wall. And sure, we'll get Kindle. It's not that great, but it's be different. So with the latest patches recently, you get new starting locations. And while these aren't too much different, it does provide randomly generated quests, which is really fun. I tend to like the randomly generated names. Those are pretty fun. This is pretty open for a randomly generated area. And the first things you want to go do is find the people that give out the quests. They tend to be different colors, have unique names, so if you go and hunt for that, you will find them. Okay, so this one will go and give you a randomly generated quest that provides a random item, and that's really good. But I actually can go and try to recruit people too, because I have the Acolyte background. He doesn't like it too much. That's okay. Before we go, we're going to go ahead and get this 6-day stilt quest as well. Basically, you travel out into the desert to worship the man that's in the desert, and you give up pieces of tech to him, and everybody likes you because of it. I'm having a hard time finding the other man. I'm kind of confused on why they're all blue. Maybe this one. Nope. Simo-im. It's probably that green Snapjaw here. Yep. He walked right past me, I think. It's always good to get the randomly generated dish here. Okay, that's pretty good. So the way this game works is basically the more they make it, the more randomly generated it's going to get. And of course, I go and discover a layer right next to the thing, so let's go check it out. It's a legendary glow pad layer. This may be a bad idea. Yeah, my character's getting slapped up. I'm gonna back out. Found something else too, though. That's a spark tick. I don't want that. So I went and used a charm Esper ability that made it to where this tick was my friend. It was really good. I probably should have got armor while I was out, but I forgot. So I may go back and get that. So how the Esper build works is when you have a high ego, you do not have to go and level up your abilities to make them stronger. They automatically mutate to become stronger. which is great because when you do that, it makes it so you don't have to use your mutation points, which are right here. Whenever you level up, you get 1 mutation point. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. But now we're going to go and try to do those actual quests that were given to me. And of course, I get lost. I'm having the worst time trying to get there. But I have this spark tick friend. Maybe I can go and convince somebody else to join me up here. I could have gotten a water vine farmer from town, but I tend to find that they're a little bit weak, even initially. They do level up with you if you get them plenty of kills. Maybe this equine right here. I believe they're a little bit too strong. Maybe a snap jaw or something. There we go. It's kind of funny having a snap jaw as your friend. See here, make this brute my friend. Nope, didn't work. Get him, Spark Tick. Okay, so what makes getting light manipulation good is not only do you have like a inherent torch effect, but you also can shoot these beams of light. It's very good early game, more so than basically anything else that you can get. Not to mention the vision it provides. But I'm having the worst time dealing with stuff that's just way out of my league. Let's see if I can go and catch this guy on fire. Man, this guy has some good shit on him. There it is. Okay, so I now have 2 mutation points, but I'm going to wait until I get to level 4 to get a random one, and then that one will be leveled up as well with all my other stuff. It's going to be great. Let's see if I can get to that spot now without getting lost. Okay, so we're going to the top bar square, and we are hunting for a Menza. Okay. Let's try to not die here. Try to preach to the lizard to help me out. And it works, so I have a lizard friend now. There's that Menza, I think. Pretty easy quest. See if I can drop anything. I'm just going to drop this dagger. I should have dropped it on it. Let's see here. So that was a pretty easy quest to get, like I said. That's not good. Salt Hoppers are pretty good early game, but this build should be able to hand them pretty easily. Should probably go and level myself up. Kind of forgot about it. Oops. So every 2 levels you get some type of attribute boost. If I'm not mistaken, you get every... No, it's every 3 levels, because I think at level 6 you get 1, and at level... You start off at 1, so you get 1 at 3. So it's 3 and 6 every multiple of 3 you get 1. So on 3s you get a randomly, or you don't get random, my bad. You get a attribute boost of your choice, and then on the other one you get 1 attribute boost over all stats. So in the late game you can get to where you can use a decent amount of weapons. Let's get this cap. I don't think I had anything in that slot. I had that wreath, but I'm pretty sure I'm good right now. Armor's probably worth it. I'm already wearing Crocsons, but they're worth money, so I'll pick those up too. One bad thing about this build is you cannot carry much at all. I got lost again, but I should be right next to town, so we're just going to walk our way down there. There's one of the farmers. Let's go ask him. So when you ask somebody, they tend to tell you where you're at, which is good. You just get right back onto the map. So I need to go talk to Mobby Tom. Or return to Mobby Tom. Huh. My character's not that smart, but he can't hit really hard either. These grenades are probably the best options for the moment, but I can sell that hammer. I mean, the grenades are probably worth more anyways. But those are some really strong grenades. I'm scared I'm going to blow myself up. Probably the best option to get the grenades right now. Locate some forgotten ruins. Located 1 to 4 parasangs south of some forgotten ruins. That's super helpful. Let's look here. On this map right here. It's not marked. Oh, maybe it is. Hold up. There it is. I don't think I've ever really gotten away with finding these spots on the map before. Before I went out, I probably should have checked my inventory. I'm probably running out of water. That's okay. I think I can make it. Maybe there'll be some water here. Let's go check out these ruins. Oh, there's a dawn glider. Those are scary. They're basically dragons. They're wyverns, really. Try to avoid them. Spark tick went after it. It's not good. I leveled, but I might die anyways. No, I made it. My Spark tick's a madman. I'm gonna die. Maybe I can get away pouring this on me. Let's try to pour 10 drams on there. Yep, it worked. And I'm leaving. And my Spark tick got it. It's pretty crazy, actually. So I'm going to hold down the wait key right here. Oh, by the way, if you don't have one on your computer or keyboard, you need to have a numpad for this game. I wouldn't say it's essential, but it's right below that. It's really nice to have. It's very nice for directions. Ooh, some honey in here. Pull that out. There's a lot of things in this game that require honey for curing diseases. Hopefully won't catch any of those. They aren't that bad for an Esper, though. I forgot another thing too. We might want to start getting skills as well. Got inspiring presence to make my friends stronger. There's another Dawn glider. Pretty rough. I left out one room. I'm going to go in there. Let's see here. I'm going to pick up that bottle. It's always good to look at that stuff. If you ever want to look at the history later on, when you have it all pieced together, it looks pretty cool sometimes. Let's see if I can actually make it back on the amount of water I have. I'm kind of worried. Luckily, my character's a pretty good talker, so he should be able to get some money for the stuff he's collected. Let's see here. I've got some extra crocuses. That's worth money. Maybe I can... Don't really need torches, so I'll sell those back. Should have done that the first time. Got that history marked down. Sell that. See if there's anything I need. I got all those grenades, so I need to get a mask. That's going to really help. Get some arrows. Real quick. Might as well carry all of them. They don't really have a weight. Get a couple bandages as well, in case I ever start bleeding for any reason. And I have a pretty good trade. I can go and make it back, try to figure out where that quest is at. And go ahead and inspect those grenades. Maybe I won't break any of them while I'm looking at them. That one leaves this one to be the poison. Pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and equip that poison grenade, I suppose. I'm going to go back up there. Waste some more water. I got lost. That's okay. My spark tick is no joke. It's pretty good. All the luck in the world with finding these ruins. I've had this game for about 80 hours or so. It's pretty nice. I'm enjoying it. I wonder if that amoeba's taking damage from that fire. Doesn't really look like it. Try to sprint out of the spot. Ooh, that's not good. Well, that's unfortunate. I think I'm going to try to do another. This time I'm going to go for something I tend to enjoy a little bit more. Just trying to decide how I want to do it. Truekin's a way to do it. Let's do it that way. I like trying to go for a dismember build. It's really not ideal because you have to throw all your stats. You have to throw it into strength, agility, and toughness to really make it work. I may knock that one down one and see how it goes. Just bring that up to... Yeah, let's have our intelligence up. You never know when you're going to need it. This build's probably really good using the 3 agi, but this may work too. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for that. Increase the charge range. It's pretty good. And I like the Crocsons quite a bit. Pretty good shoes for early game. This time we're not going to have as much of a good deal on trades, but maybe I can go and manage anyways. Some nice tablets here. Check those out. Oh, some history. Generally speaking, the blue people are not the people that give out quests. Usually. That can be wrong, like as it was last time, but most of the time you can get the quest for anybody that's colored differently from that. So if I had to guess, it's probably this one right here. Workbench should be pretty easy to find. Sometimes it's the craziest stuff, like boots and that kind of stuff, and it's so hard to find. Kind of blends in with the flora. Probably would have been wise for me to try to get some items. That was really quick. So the reason why I picked this build most of the time is because it seems to me that just initially, this is about as good of a build as you can get as far as melee builds are concerned. Unless you want like a knife build. Think about the sprint here. Get my footing. Maybe I have a grenade. I do have a grenade. I think I hit that tree on accident. It's not good. He's stunned. I'm about to have an unlucky day. I can already tell. This is going to be rough. There it is, though. Got it anyways. So, I'm going to go for axe build. I don't have charge yet, so not so good of an idea to get dismember. And dismember makes it to where it removes, it doesn't say primary. I haven't tried it out because I always try to go primary hand build, but I'll fix it here in a minute. I think I should be able to take this one on. I got hit with the bleed, that would have been really bad, but most of the time it takes a couple hits for him to bleed. So I'm going to swap them out and have axe as my primary and that knife as my secondary. Oh shoot, I was taking bleed. Didn't tell me though. Okay, so I'm going to wait here a couple turns. Might as well set up camp too. So most of the time if your character is not an intelligence hero, you're not going to have the cooking skills. But I may go get them this game because when you cut up limbs, you get health bonuses from eating them a lot of the time. So I'll probably do that at some point. Goodness. I'm going to have to wait a little bit to go that way. Those Jilted levers will straight up kill you. They're just spiky plants and they'll tangle you up and you'll die. Not a fan most of the time. So a lot of the time I'll go collect the cybernetic enhancement that lets you have night vision, but I didn't pick it up this time because I wanted to try charge instead. But I'm starting to regret it because a lot of the time with this build you need that torch hand. Maybe I'll find a glow sphere, something that floats, and that will help me out a lot. I might stumble upon the cybernetics anyways, so as you can see there, I hit him with a dismember, and if you look at his, well, I don't think you can tell from here, but if you move him out of the way, you can look behind him and see that I got rid of one of his feet. It's pretty good a lot of the time. You'll dismember somebody's arm and they'll be done. I'm going to go ahead and pick up charge here. If I'm not mistaken, you get... Oh man, it's going to take one more level. That's okay. It's all worth it for that. I really didn't see the croc there. Take it from me, who's lost way too many characters this way. You should always never go and press a button more than a couple times without looking and really assessing the scenario, because I've lost way too many characters that way. Thinking about to go for the salve injector here, honestly. But that's okay. Usually they'll give some for doing quests. Maybe later on I'll be able to make some. They're not that hard to make. There's the stairs. Pick up that foot. I saw something peculiar over there. A minute ago. I think that's just the... Yeah, it's just the tree. So, now that I'm down here, I'm going to have to decide which weapon I'm going to use, but I think I'm going to go with the hand axe just because I have dismember, but if I didn't, I would have went for the masterwork knife. It's just better, but later on, I feel like the axe is going to be better to use overall. They're really good together, though, because you can cleave through the armor, and the dagger will be able to stab through. See, I got one right here. Get some cider. Let's look at the engraved cider bottle. That kind of looked like a glitch. I feel like it really might have been a glitch. It's told what the cider does. So I have all these crocs that are really getting pissed off at me, and usually salamanders won't fight you, but when you go and fight the crocodiles, they get really pissed off, so Whoa. Oh, that's why. It's a psionic reptile. Maybe my dismember will knock him out. Ooh, that's weird. It's a really cool effect, though. This gives HP effects, but I'll take that. Got rid of his foot. I should be able to get away from him. That's an unshelled tortoise. It's not supposed to be mad at me. Should have not went for that trade. I might have died there. Just going to hang out right here and heal up for a second and think about what I've done. And there I go again, messing up on my attributes. Could have been hitting harder. No good. Nothing to trade on this Dromad. That's okay. Apparently that skunk was pissed off at that Dromad, though. Might have to get the worst end of it, too. It seems that the skunks are worst enemies that everybody accepts you, and there's still a problem because of it. Having to wait. Boom, that really cleared out that area. There's a bear. For the Dismember build, it's really not that bad to fight up against a bear. They're pretty weak a lot of the time. As long as you hit them once with the Dismember. Maybe a good idea to get these, but they cost quite a bit. I may wait until later when my intelligence goes up and get a nice refund. Discarding this poison gas right now. So there's a workbench around here somewhere. Must have missed it. Or it could be like right here. I just took the whole entire picture. Oops. Probably weighs a lot. Let's check it out. Yeah, it's pretty heavy. Goodness. Doing pretty good this time. I mean, I've done better, but I'm not going to jinx myself and say I'm not going to be able to do it, because it's not. This is really coming together. As long as we go and find a good weapon here coming up soon, we should be great. We passed right by that workbench from what it looks like. I can't believe I missed that. Let's see. We'll store these moccasins. We don't need them. I'm not going to get a lot for them anyways. Pretty good. So if we go back, we're going to be able to get some nice loot from that. If I don't press the wrong button and get lost. We might be able to make it back. We shouldn't have any problems in between here and there because... Oh, that's weird. Sensory bulb. Put on your head, I guess. It's like their face, I guess. when you wear somebody else's face, you get +1 ego, which is pretty interesting to put it nicely. There's a battle axe. Probably should have picked it up. Just took that whole entire corpse. Don't know why I did that. We go drop off that turtle corpse. Used to be able to eat corpses like that a lot of the time. Back in my day. So the effects in this game, I'm not going to say are great, but I like the aesthetic. I think it looks really good. In its own special way. So I should be able to make it back now. Unless I find a lair and I get shot up by a musket turret. It's another legendary glowfish lair. I like padding this stuff out with some easy stuff, apparently. A lot of times you can just walk into these lairs, except for the crocs, I was about to say, because they'll attack you. But besides that, the glowfish a lot of the times are pretty friendly. Sometimes there'll be some nice equipment in these places, so I'm going to go check it out. Try to avoid the kudzu the best you can, because it gives rot, or it'll rust your equipment. Just everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. These worms are really rough too. But you can get away with fighting them pretty well. If you know what's up, just herd them into a doorway and you should be fine. Like 90% of the time. I think I'm going to go for decapitate. It just seems really flashy. Insta-kill is always really nice. Nothing really in there for me. I can make a nice meal real quick. So this is a pretty big layer for a glowfish. Most of the time it's a little bit less than this. There's another stairway down. This may be an interesting little find. So, the good thing about these guys is they can just tell the robots to go away when they come after you. 90% of the time. Also, sometimes they'll become friends with you. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of food. Yep, I'm taking cooking this time. That is for certain. Cooking's good anyways a lot of the time if you find the right recipes. But I can tell this is going to be a pretty good haul just finding this place. Assuming they don't get mad. Oh! So does this thing blow up? I don't think I've ever seen this one. I think it does blow up. That's no good. So I have cider. I'm gonna go fill up my water skin with cider. It's probably worth a lot of money. It's a really good haul finding that. The only thing I'd ask more for is the water weeps, but cider weeps are just about as good. Pretty good haul every single time. Oh, my mouse got in the way. So I'm gonna move that. Ah, stupid sewage eel. Ruining my time. Causing fights. Oh man, I thought that was going to be a cybernetics rack. Equip that. So, a lot of the times armor is better than dodge. You might think that dodge could be better, but late game, you're just going to get hit with stuff that you cannot dodge, like grenades and that kind of stuff. Armor will protect you against that kind of stuff, and dodge will not. Like a giant grenade, for example. So, I might have overplayed this haul. That's okay. That first floor had plenty enough stuff. I don't see the legendary glowfish anywhere. Sometimes that'll be worth coming down for. Provides quite a bit of XP. Might have been on the first floor, but I didn't see it. It doesn't matter. Let me go. Oh, there's that security bot. I rebuked you earlier. Go away. These are not legendary glowfish. I don't guess. I saw it on that floor. Let's go check back over here. There was one glowfish. That's a sappy glowfish. Just go ahead and knock that one out. It's stuck in the water anyways. I think I'm going to go knock this fencing out. Let's see what's over here. Oh, nothing. It was worth a shot. Oh, man. I missed a spot. Let's see here. Make sure to explore everything this time. There's a kudzu stem up there I saw. For some reason it told me it fell off on the other side of that wall. Could pick it up. Don't quite know what those produce when you cook with them, but Considering the fact we're going to be cooking this game, we might as well pick it up, just figure that out. I knew I left this stuff out over here, but I figured that it would be a different color, but it may not be. This is the weirdest tunnel I've ever been through. We didn't check out up here. There may be something up here for me to look at. It's a little bit slow at this auto explorer right now. I have to bleed by that glowfish. Packing. I don't see anything else, so I believe I'm going to continue on my way. It's been a while since I've been over here, so it may take a second for me to find them. I recall there being a alligator somewhere, or a crocodile that was telling me what to do. There he is, I see him. Well, I think this is going to be enough for today. I'll talk to you guys later. I'll probably go and post up the rest of this playthrough in the next couple of days if you guys want to continue watching. See ya.